Hi guys, welcome. I just want to do this vlog to like clear misconceptions and like to share my experience basically to what happens when you get blacklisted from a fan club. So forgive the mess behind me. I'm still in the process of fixing my room. But yeah, so here is how the story goes. So there are different kinds of being blacklisted. So there's like a permanent blacklist. There's like a promotion blacklist, then there's like a weekly blacklist, or even just a day blacklist. Okay, so I'll go chronological. The very first blacklist experience was going with Daya in 2015 during their debut. So what happened was, the thing that happened was I signed up for Monster X pre-recording for, I think it was Hero, and then Daya's debut stage for M Countdown. The thing is, the time kind of got screwed up because I thought it was gonna be like when Monster X is done, I could go to Daya's pre-recording. So that's what I thought I could do, which was it was okay. It was okay doing that because it was finished. But what happened is we were still in line to go with Monster X, and Daya's checking for attendance already started. So I was trying to make it happen that as soon as I finish Monster X, I'll go to Daya. And then what happened was like, I think the fan staff saw me coming down from M Countdown because it was like a transparent glass. I was trying to get my check in for Daya, and then went up back, then went back down. And I think he saw me and he was like, "You're blacklisted. You cannot go with Daya for this whole debut promotions, blah blah blah." At that time, it was new to me to be blacklisted. I was so bitter. I was like, no, blah blah blah. So I posted even nasty things, blah blah, thinking like, oh, it was not my fault. It wasn't my fault, but it was my fault, and you know. But he was nice. The fan stuff of Daya was nice. He saw how much I still loved Daya because I was just blacklisted from going to music shows. But fan signs, events, concerts is okay. And he saw me still supporting Daya during the events. Like they had this Chuseok event where they gave out rice cakes in the train station in Seoul, and I was there. Two fan signs, I was there. Free hug event, I was there. So he was really nice to me. He even gave me like a slogan of Daya's my friend's boyfriend promotions, because like they had like a small slogan for people who came, and then so I couldn't come with them, so I couldn't get one. But then I was as I was going out from music core one time, he just gave me one, and I smiled. So we were okay. And I could have gone with Diet during the next promotions, which I think was already Mr. Popper. But yeah, things always overlapped. Like there was another group I was supporting, so I couldn't go with Diet. The second group that I got blacklisted from, I think, would be Dal Shabet. Dal Shabet, I got blacklisted because of the rules. So for Dal Shabet, the rules are you get blacklisted from going with them to music shows if you sign up and then don't show up 3 times. And I think what I did there was like sign up and not show up 3 times. Yeah, I hit the 3 times. Because with other groups, it's okay. If you sign up and not show up, some groups, it's okay. Some groups have penalties. Some groups have, certain rules. I didn't know that Dal Shabet that time had that rule. I thought it was okay, like, you sign up, not show up, give your seat to another person who's there. And Happy Face Entertainment at that time has a really wonky style of checking your attendance. Like, even if you sign up on the fan cafe, if you're number 5 on the fan cafe, you will not be number 5 when you go with Dal Shabet in the broadcast. It will be on what time you arrived at the venue. So, let's say Music Bank. I signed up number 6, so I'm on the list. But I arrive at KBS at around 12 noon, and the check-in time is like 3 p.m. So I have to take a Selka at 12 noon that I arrived at KBS and show it to the fan stuff that I was the early. She lines up everyone who will be the earliest who arrived to the latest person who arrived. Regardless of your number as long as you should be on the list. That's Dal Shabet. So, if I show my phone now, I think I'm still blacklisted. I know that the fan cafe is not active anymore, but I know it still should function as a what do you call this? Fan cafe. Yeah. See, I'll show you. It's Dal Shabet. I hope the camera can see it. Here we go. Going to Dal Shabet. And, oh no. Go to Dal Shabet and it says, it says a certain message. You can't access it because you're being suspended by the cafe owner or manager. That's what it says to my Dal Shabet fan cafe. So the thing is, I don't know how it could have been unrevoked. If that's a word. But like, yeah, that's what happened. Third blacklist experience was SF9. Now this one's heavy because I cried in front of the staff. So what happened was there was a broadcast show, but on the notice it says open concert. So if it's open concert, I thought it was gonna be like open stage in the field, everyone can bring a camera, take pictures, blah blah blah. So I even asked like some of the fans, like some of the fan sites, like, are you gonna bring a camera that day? Because we really don't know this. It's gonna be held in a wedding hall. Yeah, I remember it's a wedding hall. The venue is a wedding hall somewhere in Seoul. And then like ask the fan sites, are you gonna bring your camera? Blah blah blah. They said, yeah, we're gonna bring ours, blah blah blah. So I brought mine, just like everybody else. And we came there and you're not allowed to take pictures. On the pre-recording, we pre-recorded Oslo Mio. Yeah. So we were allowed to take pictures inside the venue, which was fine. It was a pre-recording. In pre-recordings, if they say you cannot take videos or pictures during pre-recording, it's a must. You should follow because that's a pre-recording. Because they don't want you to have things coming out of your social media that you saw it first before the live show. Okay. But SF9 will also be on the live show at like 6 p.m. The pre-recording was like at noontime, morning or noontime. The live show was gonna be like at night, like 6, 7. And then the fan sites, I asked them like, do you think on the live we can take pictures? Blah 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 blah. And they said, we'll see, blah blah. So we came to the live show, and some are taking pictures with their SLRs, taking pictures. I think MXM came first. There was people taking pictures. But I didn't know that it wasn't allowed. I didn't know it was like super allowed. And then what happened next was like I took out my camera, I took some pictures when SF9 was on stage, and like a guard just like, you can't. And then what I forgot is that I was taller. Those were short girls. The guards couldn't see them because they were shorter and they were hunching like this, taking pictures and then hiding. And then I forgot I was like 5'7", 5'8". I took out my camera and took pictures. So yeah, long story short, he grabbed me and told me to get out. You can't take pictures. What I did was, here's the thing. I did something. I dropped my camera on the floor, and I like told my Korean friend like, put it in your bag. Meet me outside later. Give me back the camera. And he's like, yeah, sure. I got you. And then when I came out, I was trying to like, make this like, oh, I don't even have a camera, blah blah blah. I was trying to escape, practically escape. I'm trying to plead my case. Like, I don't have a camera. You can check my bag. You can check me out because I don't have a camera, blah blah. But the guard was like, no, I saw him with a camera, taking pictures, blah blah. Then that's when the fan stuff said, yeah, Paul, you're blacklisted for this promotion, blah blah. And I thought I was the only one, but at the end of the day, we were like 10, 15 fans who were blacklisted that day. But I cried. I cried in front of the fans. I'm like, no, I don't want to be blacklisted. Blah, blah, blah. I thought it was a forever blacklist, but it was during just also Lemio promotions, which was not bad because it was already like the final week of SF9 promotions. But the thing is, they had the last SF day, and SF day is like the last. That was the very last SF day for SF9. They didn't do it during Mamma Mia anymore and onwards. SF day is like when you get to high touch them for free. It's like a fan meeting on Saturday. It was like the last one, and I couldn't get in because I was blacklisted. But it was all during also the Mia promotions. I was back with SF9 during Mamma Mia, so my glasses are wonky. Anyways, yeah, I even tried to appeal. Like, I don't have my camera. I sent FNC an email. Blah, blah. I'm trying to escape, but like, it's my bad. It's my mistake. What I want you guys to learn from the stories I'm telling is like, learn from it. I've committed those mistakes. If you want to commit them, it's up to you. But like, yeah, as much as possible, don't do what I did. Okay, so I think that's 3 legit times that I was blacklisted. The fourth story will be kind of like not really a blacklist. So what happened was I was going with a girl group named Purfles. 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 And like, I was going with them because I like Purfles. I like their song Bad Thing, and then they promoted Bad Girl. I really like that song. You should listen to it. So the fan stuff from Crescendo Music, she was really nice to us. Like, she tries to get us in every music show that Purfles comes out to. And we were always like less than 9 persons, so those were Purfles. She even gave us like free albums, free notepads with Purfles on them, so many free stuff from her. She even gave us a free slogan. Oh my god, she was and she was so nice. And then when Purfles promotions were ending, she was like, "Oh, Purfles like is in the same company as the solo singer Hayne, Heyne. Like, if you search, I think like she was a host for the show for their Chinese segments, and she was like, yeah, Polly, if you're not doing anything, maybe you could like go with Hayne too, because like I have a loud voice when it comes to like, cheering and stuff. And she was like, could you go to Hayne? Because like there's like might not be a lot of people who comes to her. We're like, yeah, sure, why not? If if it's okay, I'll go. And then like when I was going with Hayne, it was okay for like the first week, but like on the second week, there was like an event like I won a Polaroid and a poster, right? And I think one of the senior fans, like the fans who was been there with Hayne from debut, was like jealous, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure, but he just suddenly went to me like, "Can you not go with Hayne? Could you just leave?" And he went to talk with the other senior like fans, and he was like, "Oh, we saw you talking with like other people from other fan clubs. Like, we don't want that, blah blah blah. So could you not just go with us?" And for me, it was like I was here because the fan manager of Hayne like asked me to be here. But if you don't want to, I respect that too. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I didn't go with Hayne anymore. Yeah, so that happened. That was weird. And I didn't tell the fan stuff anymore that happened because I don't want to make a big scene or complications. So I just didn't like do Hayne stuff anymore. Yeah, that's weird. I got also that from Stellar because during Sting promotions they changed the fan stuff. The fan stuff before that person was really cool. Like, she knew us, she knew we go with Stellar stuff, Stellar fan signs, and blah blah blah. But they changed the staff during Sting, and then he was like, oh, we don't want you here, blah blah blah. But like he was putting people from his school to go with the fans, which was weird because like I heard them talking in Korean, like they're not really like fans. They just want to see like artists perform, and it's because he got a job as a fan staff. That's why they're going. It was so weird. It was weird. That happened to me with Stellar during Sting promotions. And Card, I got blacklisted with Card because of camera again. So there was this event before Ride on the Wind promotions. They appeared on a Facebook live event, blah blah blah. And like I didn't know it wasn't allowed. That time I really didn't know. Okay. And like 8 people got blacklisted during Ride on the Wind promotions. But what happened was like Card has really like low number of fans in Korea during broadcast, and like during that time they had a M countdown pre-recording, and I remember like I really just want to see them one time, and she was like, fine, but it's just this one time because there's an event and we want like many people to show up and not get Card disappointed if they come out. And we ended up being like 24 people, That's so sad. And then after the recording of Ride on the Wind, like we were outside, and then BM, Somin, Jiu, and JSF came out, gave us drinks, did a little fan meeting for 24 people, and it's sad because like it's Card. Card was like famous globally. If it was not in Korea, like there would be a lot of people, but we were just like 24 people. Yeah, so those kind of stories that I wanted to share with you guys, like getting blacklisted from fan clubs. Like there are so many variations, and like foreigners like me, you can, if you try to learn Korean a little, be sure to like learn the basics so that at least you can defend yourself in some situations, and you can talk it out with the fan staff in some situations. Oh, there's this one time in SF9 fan sign. What happened was, it's weird because like you're not allowed to do a Facebook live or Twitter live, or like the Periscope of the event, but you can take a video and upload it right away. Do you get what I mean? You can take a video, upload it right away, but you cannot do a live thing, which is weird. So that time I'm not kidding, I had someone who was really, I don't know, hostile towards me. What that person did was do a ghost account and just like post shit about me, like, oh, this guy, he likes SF9, but he's also liking other groups, he does this, he does that, blah blah blah, this. And then she was the one who I did Twitter live for like 2 minutes. Or this is the SF9 fan sign, blah blah. Because I wanted people to see what it feels like to be in a fan sign, blah blah. That time I didn't know that it wasn't allowed. It was like in the bottom part of the notice, and I didn't know. Because you were allowed to take pictures and videos. Why not a live video? So I didn't really know. If I knew that time, I wouldn't do it. So I really didn't know. And the thing is, like, I didn't get my sign. She told me, oh, you cannot do Twitter live, you have to leave. I didn't get my sign yet. So the album was not signed. Oh, bummer, really, the part. So those kind of experiences like I had in Korea. So please, again, comment down below what kind of stories you want to hear from a fan's perspective. So yeah, I'll try to share more things. I'm open to anything. Comment down below what you want to hear, what you want to know regarding being a fan back in Korea. So I don't know if it'll change again when Corona is finished, but those are the things I did experience. Okay? Thank you guys. Like, share, and comment down below what you want to see. Bye.